A very good morning to our doctor and to all my fellow friends. We are from Group 6 and we would like to present about the Chicago School of Thoughts. First of all, I'd like to introduce my team members. My team members are Muhammad, Shariful, Amri, Muhammad, RIDHUAN, me, Dave, NURUL, NAGIHAH and SHAFINA. Therefore, first of all, I would like to start with the background of Chicago School of Thought. Chicago School of Economics is an economic school of thought originally developed by members of the Department of Economics at the University of Chicago. Chicago School is an economic school of thought founded in the 1930s by Frank Heinemann Knights. The Chicago School is a neoclassical school of thoughts associated with the work of faculty at the University of Chicago. The Chicago School is also associated with the law and economics approach to jurisprudence, which was developed at the University of Chicago Law School. The Chicago School's principles have been applied to a wide variety of areas, including both market and non-market based activities. The main tenets of the Chicago School are that free market best allocate resources in an economy, and even no government intervention is the best for economics prosperity. The Chicago School also includes monetarist belief about the economy, contending that money supply should always be kept in equilibrium with the demand for money. Even if a firm gains monopoly power, the Chicago School prefers to allow the market to correct by themselves rather than to rely government intervention, which may cause greater harm to efficiency. So that's all about the background of Chicago School of Thoughts. Thank you.
Main principle of Chicago Schools of Thought. First is optimizing behavior. Use the neoclassical principle that pupils strive to maximizing their well-being. There is depth involved in optimizing behavior at the times of their decision. Basic economic unit is individual and combined with the bigger unit like forms of government as way to maximizing profit from specializations and exchange. Number 2, price and wages better than long-term competitive. Not depends on monopoly or monopsony, but depends on government competition in product between firms and new technology. Would rather let the market fix the problems than rely on government intervention, which could cause greater harms to efficiency. Number 3 is mathematic orientation. Use mathematic theory that use Machiavellian partial equilibrium method and Walrasian's general equilibrium approach. Believe that supply and demands of money must be kept in equilibrium in the free market. Number 4 is rejections of Keynesianism and preference of monetarism. Belief in the value-free market. The main assumption of the schools is the models of human behavior that act rationally, according to which a pupil generally act to maximizing their self-interest, and therefore will respond to appropriately designed price incentive. Number 5 is limited government. There should be minimal government intervention. Economic freedoms and free trade, tax cutting and tax reforms will solve and relieve the market or economy in the best way. Government should avoid trying to manage aggregate demands, should focus on maintaining a steady and low rate of growth of money supply.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Amri. I would like to talk about the contribution to economic theories. Okay, because of the recent vintage of the several of the ideas associated with the new classical school, it perhaps is premature to judge which, if any, will become a lasting contribution to economics. For example, the monetarism lost much of its support during the 1980s and 1990s. Suffice it to say, however, that the new classical ideas have already penetrated deeply into the curriculum of US universities. For example, the major textbook of the Principle of Economic all have chapter on the new classical macroeconomic perspective, including discussion of a natural rate of unemployment, rational expectation, a long-run vertical Philip curve, and short-run versus long-run aggregate supply. The Chicago theories of human capital, household production, job search, and discrimination all have discussed within textbook on contemporary labor economics. The case for flexible foreign exchange rates is standard fare in international economic textbooks. In short, several of the ideas presented by members of the Chicago School, broadly defined, appears likely to be a lasting value. Nevertheless, the final assessment of this contribution must await to scrutiny of our children and our grandchildren. Okay, that's all for me.
The last founder for this school is Gary S. Becker. Becker was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics. In 1992, Becker has been referred to as an intellectual imperialist. Discrimination. In 1957, Becker published The Economy of Discrimination. That was his first published effort to apply the economic approach to a problem outside of conventional field of economy. Investment in human capital. Becker pointed out that theory of human capital helps explain the wide range of empirical phenomena. Theory of the allocation of time. Pupils take into account the full cost or full price of goods in making buying decisions. The full price of a good consists of its market plus the market of the time needed for its consumption. On the family, based on the family in 1981, Becker wrote about theory of marriage, fertility, altruism, divorce.
Its lamentation or critique on the Chicago School of Thought or the Forerunner and their theories. The Chicago School get critiqued by general from many aspects. First, the Chicago School being critiqued because the behavioral economic scholar challenge the assumption that humans are rational self-interest maximizer. Second, the school being critiqued because they argue the certain decision, the heuristic biases prevent school from being the Chicago School goal. Efficiency can be achieved only at the cost justice and equality in society. The ideal decision maker of Chicago School assumption D to B. Next, Nobel laureate Paul Krugman of Princeton University said that some recent comments from the Chicago School economists are claiming that most peer-reviewed macroeconomic research since mid-1960 has been wrong, preferring model developed in 1930. This school also been critiqued because they training economists who advised libertarian Chilean military junta during 1970 and 1980. Fed chairman stated that the impact on the broader economy and financial market of problems in the subprime market seem likely to be contained. Is there any theory from the Chicago School still valid until nowadays? Theory Robert Illuscus Jr. still valid because the assumption of price level and real output still be used in nowadays. Some theory of Chicago School can be used or are not valid in nowadays because there are many new theory in monetary in nowadays. The new theories of monetary more efficient to be used in nowadays more than Chicago School.